Howdy, my name is Abigail Forsepi, and I am going to be debating the Culex quinque fasciatus.
Hi, my name is Lindsay McClure, and I will be doing the Aedes albopictus. Our topic today is what is more dangerous to humans, the southern house mosquito or the Asian tiger mosquito?
Culex quinque fasciatus, also known as the southern house mosquito, are extremely harmful to the environment and human race. These killing insects have traveled all over the world, considering they catch a ride on cargo ships, inside of airplanes, and commercial sailing boats. Southern house mosquitoes were first found in China hundreds of years ago. These mosquitoes migrated from the Atlantic slave trade, old China trade, to the American whale oil industry in the mid 1800s. This nuisance insect is seen most in South America, the Caribbean islands, Southeast Asia, and Africa. These mosquitoes can live for up to 7 days with the appropriate environmental conditions. The southern house mosquito is a particularly golden color with solid black legs and a white stripe along the abdomen. When the human or animal blood fills in the mosquito's abdomen, you are actually able to see the rich red color. These mosquitoes lay their larvae and eggs in eutrophic water or artificial containers. The southern house mosquitoes are known to transfer West Nile virus, and the main vector is the disabling disease lymphatic filariasis. These mosquitoes are searching for wet areas, so we need to make the correct precautions to avoid this dangerous insect from hurting us. These mosquitoes have the potential to kill and hurt. They transmit and transfer so many different diseases that create a permanent issue and a financial issue.
The Asian tiger mosquito was first sighted in Albania in 1979. You will know that is the Asian tiger mosquito if it is black with white and silver specks throughout the body due to its white/silver scale patterns. It takes 3 to 8 weeks for the larvae/pupal development, and it is continuous throughout the year in southern Europe. Adult females can often live up to 3 weeks. These mosquitoes have adapted their reproductive abilities to overwinter and produce eggs that experience a diapause period. This allows the hatching to suppress, which should last all winter. This has been documented in populations present in the U.S., but have not seen diapause periods in populations in Brazil. Like most mosquitoes, this one also prefers warm and humid climates. After its sighting in Albania, it has spread to nearly 32 U.S. states, Brazil, Mexico, the majority of southern Europe, especially Italy and France, Africa, and many parts of Asia. The way that these originally began spreading was transporting used tires and lucky bamboo that had been infested with eggs. Big parts of these are Belgium, the Netherlands, and California. Their desired hosts are humans, but researchers have found these mosquitoes to feed on domestic animals as well. In recent years, these mosquitoes have begun to move indoors and have seen a recurring action of them oviposit in containers or plant bases. Something interesting about this species is they are naturally infected with two Wolbachia strains, which can induce cytoplasmic incapability. As a result, embryonic lethality and crosses between uninfected females and infected males, or between males and females infected with different strains. These strains have spread throughout populations of this mosquito, but both strains have shown an increase in male mortality and female fecundity.
Culex quinque fasciatus, the southern house mosquito, is much more dangerous to humans than the Asian tiger mosquito because it holds so much more power to permanently damage a person or animal's life. These mosquitoes fight for an opportunity to hunt in North America, specifically between Virginia and California, all the way from Georgia to Texas. The southern house mosquito will hold pathogens from a variety of animals, and with 200,000 cases per year, it is known to be most deadly. This mosquito is so common in the southern United States that many people go out of their way to make and use home remedies and pesticides to avoid breeding and mating of this insect. Although this mosquito is not seen to transfer malaria and yellow fever, it does spread West Nile virus and lymphatic filariasis. Both of these are life-threatening diseases that can ruin your life, and it all comes from the southern house mosquito. These mosquitoes will often lay in birds' nests as well as eutrophic water and settle their larvae. This creates a moisture barrier between the mosquitoes and the dry air. This moisture-filled environment helps the mosquitoes grow big and strong, which will make for a longer lifespan. The southern house mosquito lives on average about 7 to 10 days, but with a great moisturized beginning life, as weird as it sounds, protects them from prey and predators. When infecting the human race, it only takes about 4 hours for the mosquito bite, which we all know and hate, to develop. However, you will not know if you are a victim of West Nile virus or lymphatic filariasis until several months to a year later. Going untreated can lead to amputation.
In Aedes albopictus is more dangerous to humans because it is listed on the top 100 invasive species list by the Invasive Species Specialist Group. This mosquito has learned to adapt its desired living conditions so that they may be closer to humans. This poses a threat because its adaptation to cooler climates allows them to expand their areas of injection. These mosquitoes pose a serious public health threat because they are a competent vector for carrying chikungunya virus, dengue virus, and diarrhoefilariasis. For the chikungunya virus, it only takes 2 days from the feeding of a mosquito for a human to be infected. Some conditions marked by this illness are fever and severe joint pain. Experts say that a big factor for this virus is based on temperature, so southern European countries are most at risk. The dengue virus shows symptoms of high fever, rash, and muscle and joint pain. This illness is most prevalent in southern Europe, where a close species of a mosquito is also present, Aedes aegypti. Aedes albopictus has shown transmission of diarrhoefilariasis in Asia, North America, and Europe. Diarrhoefilariasis is a parasite that is transmitted between dogs and mosquitoes, but it is possible for humans to get it. This is another name for heartworm disease, which is very prevalent in canines. If not treated, the animal could die, as well as a very few cases that have been present in Europe.
To avoid this horribly dangerous mosquito, we must know how to identify it. There are hundreds of different mosquitoes all over the world and have a particularly similar look. They fly so fast it is sometimes impossible to identify the southern house mosquito. Today, I'm going to give you a few tips on how to identify, avoid, and prevent a deadly mosquito bite. Like previously stated, they are most commonly seen in the southern United States. So if you are in the northern states, it is very unlikely that the mosquito you are trying to identify is not a southern house mosquito. Next, if it lands near or on you, study its behavior. Does it land, then immediately fly away? The southern house mosquito will immediately bite you, then fly away. This specific mosquito is predominantly a golden brown color with a white stripe along its abdomen. It has solid black legs with small white strips that are very hard to see with the human eye unless under a microscope. Speaking of microscopes, since these mosquitoes are so small, their tiny scales that are on the underside of their belly and sometimes upper are only seen with a tool that has great zoomed in features. I hope that these small details will help you be able to identify, avoid, and prevent mosquito bites that have the potential to permanently affect you.
I would have to agree on the importance of knowing which mosquitoes may land on you. Of course, like previously mentioned, there are so many species that it is hard to tell exactly which one may land on you. Due to their small and fast nature, mosquitoes are hard to spot or even notice. Here are some ways to spot an Asian tiger mosquito. This mosquito is prominent in southern Europe and Asia. They are in the US, but are a biting nuisance in countries like Italy and France. These mosquitoes are about 1/4 of an inch long and are black and white. They are called tiger mosquitoes because of their black and white striping pattern. A specific detail to know about these are they have a white stripe running straight down its back. They also have white banded legs that is seen in other species as well. If you happen to see where these lay their eggs, then you will know right away if it is an Asian tiger mosquito. The Asian tiger mosquito lays their eggs in small cavities like old tires or tree holes. They do not lay their eggs in marshes or ditches like most mosquitoes. Something interesting to know about these mosquitoes is they feed during the day, not during nighttime hours. It is pretty stereotypical for mosquitoes to feed later at night when it is humid and muggy, but that is not the case for all mosquitoes. If you get bit during the day, then it could very well be a Asian tiger mosquito.
Overall, I think that both types of mosquitoes are dangerous. They have this power that can ruin someone's life in a span of months, which is mind-blowing. After finishing this debate, I think that the Culex quinque fasciatus is most dangerous because of the number of pathogens that they carry and just how harmful they are. These mosquitoes are researched every day by entomologists all over the world. They are discovering different ways to approach preventions, pesticides, and breeding tactics. Although all of these approaches are different, families of those that have lost loved ones to either West Nile virus or the lymphatic filariasis donate to find more ways to avoid another deadly bite of this mosquito. The southern house mosquito is the most dangerous mosquito in the world.
I think that any insect that can carry a virus or harmful pathogen are dangerous to humans. Both mosquito species mentioned in this debate are harmful and deemed as a nuisance for any human. After doing research and learning about the Aedes albopictus species, I think they are more harmful to humans because of their status on the top 100 invasive species list and their ability to adapt to cooler climates. Being on that list shows their widespread disliking and that they are and have been an ongoing problem to human existence. Research on the Asian tiger mosquito is continuing so that we may find a way to combat this ever-growing species. Experiments will be done to crack down on their methods of reproduction and how they are able to overwinter in diapause periods. These experiments are important because they can still reproduce and lay eggs in the winter months when mosquitoes are not known to do so. The evolving behavior is a sign to dive deeper into their breeding and mating tactics. The Asian tiger mosquito is born naturally super infected with the pathogen. Who knows if they evolve one day to carry a virus not known to humankind yet.